Musicians, what's the worst audience interaction you've ever had? There's nothing worse than being a big back musician, cause no one takes you seriously. Have you ever found a fat guitar player attractive? When I was grinding to get signed as a musician, I was hardly home and there was no time to cook. I put all my money into buying food so I could focus only on my music. When I finally got signed, I was set to tour and open for a couple of different bars and clubs. During one of my first shows, I passed out and fell on a girl's neck. The worst part is I was about 290 pounds. That moment alone made me realize, damn, I'm big backed. And the girl I fell on decided to sue. I'm still getting money out of my paycheck for it. After that moment I realized there's no way I can keep being a musician like this. I had to change my diet to lose weight. I was eating a Raising Cane's 6 tender combo for breakfast, halal platters with extra white sauce for lunch, and Jollibee spicy chicken with jolly spaghetti. Yeah, like I said, big backed. When you're on tour you basically have two choices. First, you stop eating because you're doing a bunch of substances. Second, you stop doing substances because you're eating junk food. There's no way I'm gonna eat myself to death at 24. So after a couple of Google searches, I decided to go on a keto diet. I didn't know much about it and all I knew was you stop eating bread, sugar, and eat high protein meat. I didn't have to exercise cause I was on stage every night and doing that alone has you sweating gallons. After about 2 months I had lost 27 pounds and I already felt lighter. I was starting to fit in my old clothes and that was the most energetic I've felt in my life. I hated the foods I was eating. I got a lot of headaches, and it hurt not being able to eat chicken joys, but I was shocked to find out I was full of energy to write music during the day and perform at night while only on 3 hours of sleep. My head was constantly pounding, so I looked up what was going on with me. Apparently, I was in a ketosis state. The reason why I had this high of energy was because my body was burning my fat directly for energy. I didn't even need food as an energy source. I was being productive while my back was getting smaller. At this point, keto kept the pounds off, but something was off. I figured that out when I passed out at another show and fell off stage onto a tray of drinks. When I woke up at the hospital the nurse checked everything and at that moment I learned I weighed 207 pounds. That was only after 6 months. I was so happy in the bed, but the nurse was concerned for me. After talking a little bit about how I lost weight on a keto diet, she made a look that made me realize I messed up badly. She told me that my body was only supposed to be in ketosis for 6 months. Vape, that all went to shit. I asked her if she had any recommendations on what I should do. She told me just keep eating well, try intermittent fasting, and take daily supplements. I told her that I wasn't good at swallowing pills, so she said that there were a bunch of alternatives I could try drinking. After looking for some supplements to take, I tried a Halo creamer made of MCT oil so that instead of swallowing pills I could just drink it with my coffee. I also took her intermittent fasting suggestion, so I stopped eating breakfast and only had coffee in the morning with Halo creamer. I made it my daily routine, and not only did I save money by not eating breakfast, I wasn't constantly worrying about eating because the Halo creamer was also an appetite suppressant. In a matter of an hour or two, the Halo creamer kicked in and it felt like I was in a ketosis state again. I suddenly had the energy to rehearse more. My adrenaline was through the roof, and I stayed up as long as I needed to. I was playing during my shows and I ate well enough during the day to treat myself to Jollibee after a show. My tour manager told me that something snapped in me and he wanted to utilize my energy more. To keep the ball rolling we discussed branding and he suggested that I was skinny enough to wear more slim character-like outfits on stage to promote my image. I'm not as miserable as I was when I was on keto and I can treat myself every now and then without feeling like I'm big backed. I put my entire crew onto the Halo creamer to get the energy they need when we go on tour. I really love being in that ketosis state.